I am Kevin Charras. I'm an environmental psychologist. I've done a PhD in environmental psychology, and I work in the Foundation Médéric Alzheimer in France as a psychosocial intervention program manager. And I work in special care units to implement a program that is partly on environmental design and partly on training the staff. Well, firstly, design is not a drug or doesn't come from the pharmacological area. I think it is one of the most powerful non-pharmacological I think it's one of the most powerful non-pharmacological components for people with dementia, because people are always confronted to their environment, and whereas other components of non-pharmacological interventions, they usually are exposed to these components once at a time, once a week, once or twice a week, but not always, not in a permanent matter. So it's a bit like drugs that have semi-life. Non-pharmacological interventions also have a semi-life, and when you finish your intervention, then it just goes away. The intervention just sort of fades away, and whereas environment, since we're always exposed to the environment, it fades much less away than other types of intervention. I think that issues that we are working on now that are very important are home-like environments. It is issues that make the environment more familiar for people with dementia, so that they can use the environment as they would do in their home and gain a maximum of autonomy in their environment. Another issue that is important in an environment is to make people comfortable in their own environment. The environment must enable them to feel comfortable in a general manner, so that they can behave in a normal way, and so that they don't feel lost in the environment or disoriented. There we are. Well, there are a lot of issues that have not been inquired until now, and I think we need to do more research on a lot of components, and to be able to isolate some environmental components, to be able to isolate specific effects of different components of the environment. Now I think that another research issue is also to integrate it in a general model of care, and to be able to implement an environment that is congruent with a model of care, an organizational model, and all the things that make a special care unit for people with Alzheimer's disease.